Okay, so we are going to have a video over arc length. And arc length is a piece or portion of the circumference. Okay, so instead of wanting the entire, so we have say the radius here is 7 inches. So we could find the entire length around it. But what happens if we just want this much of it? Okay, so we're going to find how much this much of it would be. So there is a formula for that, and it is that the arc length equals the central angle divided by 360, and I'll talk more about that in a minute, times the circumference. Okay, so if we have, for example, 1, we have a circle, and we know that this is 3 feet, and this angle is 140 degrees. So the central angle is 140 degrees. Should have made my circle a little bit bigger. So I know the arc length. So I'm looking for how long is that little piece. So if I were to take this piece and straighten it up, how long would that piece be? So the arc length equals the central angle, which is 140, over 360, times the circumference. Well, I don't know the circumference yet, which is 2 pi times my radius of 3. So if I clean this up, I have 140 divided by 360 times 6 pi. I'm going to do a bunch of cross canceling to save me some time on my calculator. Divide both of those by 10. 6 goes into 36 6 times. 2 goes in here 3. 2 goes in here 7. So if I clean this mess up, I have 7/3 pi. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 7 divided by 3. Take that times pi. And I get an arc length is 7.33, and my units were feet. So let's look at that for a minute. Another way of thinking about it. Okay, so if we have a right angle here, and therefore this is 90, we know that the whole circumference, let's say that the whole circumference is, to make it easy, we'll say 100 centimeters. Well, I don't want to know the whole circumference, I just want this much of it. Well, 90 out of 360, this gives me 1/4, so I want to know 1/4 of my total circumference. So I'm looking at 25 centimeters. So that's what we are actually doing. Okay, let's do one more example. Example 2. So I have a radius of 8.4 centimeters. And I'm giving you this angle of 62 degrees. So let's say that I want to find the length of this arc. Okay, so you could do this a couple different ways. You could find the circumference and find out how much this is and subtract that from the circumference, or instead, I'm going to use this as my angle. So 360 minus the 62 gives me 298 degrees. So this would be 298 degrees. So my arc length equals 298 of the 360 degrees times my circumference, which is 2 times pi times 8.4. I have lots of nasty numbers here, so I'm just going to type that in my calculator as is. Be careful in your calculator, just typing in a bunch of stuff. Make sure that you are following the order of operations. So I'm going to do 298. Make sure you can see this. 298 divided by 360. So I got this nasty decimal. I'm going to take that times 2 times pi times my radius of 8.4. And I get an arc length of 43.69. And it is centimeters. So notice how I have my work here. I know what numbers I'm using in my formula. And I didn't show any other weird decimals and things. I'm fine with that. As long as you show me the numbers in the formula and then show me the final answer. It'd be good. Okay, that's it.